Hello, everyone, and welcome to Through the Covers. I'm Fred, and I'm really excited to finally get this podcast started. If you're someone who loves cricket conversations beyond just match highlights, then this podcast is for you. Through the Covers is where we dive deeper into the game, the latest cricketing news, player statistics, match analysis, team strategies, and of course some predictions about where the game might be heading. Cricket today is evolving faster than ever. Teams are experimenting with new approaches, players are redefining roles, and data-driven decisions are becoming more important with every tournament. Through this podcast, the goal is to understand the game from that perspective, not just what happens on the field, but why it happens. All right, welcome back. This is Fred, and you're listening to Through the Covers. What a game we just witnessed between Mumbai Indians and Kolkata Knight Riders. Honestly, this was one of those matches that had everything. Big runs, smart batting, pressure phases, and then that inevitable Mumbai chase. Let's start with how this game was set up. KKR putting up 220 for 4 in a full 20 overs, that is a serious total. On most days, in most conditions, you back that score to be a winning one. And it wasn't just about the number, it was about how they got there. The approach was clear, controlled aggression, not reckless hitting. They built partnerships, paced the innings well, and made sure they didn't lose wickets in clusters. That's something I really liked about KKR today. They didn't rely on one individual brilliance. It was a collective batting effort, different players stepping up at different phases, ensuring the momentum never dipped too much. That's modern T20 batting done right. But here's where the game flips. Mumbai Indians chasing 224 in just 19.1 overs. That tells you everything you need to know about this side. This is not just a strong batting lineup. This is a batting powerhouse with depth. There's a difference. With Mumbai, even when you feel like, okay, we've got 220 plus, we're safe, you're actually not. Because their lineup doesn't end. There's always another batter who can come in and change the game. And more importantly, they don't panic. That's what stood out. Game awareness. And you cannot talk about that without talking about Rohit Sharma. This season, Rohit looks different. There's a sharpness in his movement, a clarity in his decision-making. His fitness improvements are clearly reflecting in his batting. He's not just surviving phases, he's on Arsmine, he's controlling them. The way he reads a chase, the way he absorbs pressure and then releases it, that's elite-level game awareness. It's not just about timing the ball, it's about timing the innings. And it brings me to a bigger point. Even after stepping away from the T20 international format, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are still, without a doubt, among the best players in India. What they bring is not just skill, it's understanding of situations, something you simply cannot teach overnight. Now, coming back to the bigger picture of the match, KKR had a good total. They had a decent bowling attack. But they didn't have a clear enough plan when defending. And this is where T20 cricket is evolving. A well-planned team will always outperform a team that just looks strong on paper. Because when the pressure hits, and it always does, execution depends on clarity, not reputation. Mumbai had clarity. KKR maybe lacked that final edge in planning under pressure. And let's not ignore the history here. Mumbai Indians versus Kolkata Knight Riders. This head-to-head is becoming increasingly one-sided. Mumbai has dominated this matchup over the years, winning almost double the number of games. And that does something mentally. When you walk into a game already knowing the opposition has historically had your number, even a small doubt can creep in. And in T20 cricket, That's all it takes for momentum to shift. Now let's quickly move to the next fixture, Rajasthan Royals versus Chennai Super Kings in Guwahati. This is an interesting one. Rajasthan Royals, a side that relies heavily on explosive top-order batting and a dynamic bowling unit. On the other hand, Chennai Super Kings, probably the most balanced and composed side in the tournament. In Guwahati, conditions can be slightly tricky. It's not always a flat belter. Teams need to assess quickly. Batting first versus chasing. Historically, it's been fairly balanced here, but under lights, chasing can get a bit easier with dew coming into play. For Rajasthan, the key will be their top order firing early. If they get that power play momentum, they can dictate terms. For Chennai, it's all about control. They don't rush. They read conditions better than anyone. Their strength is not just talent, it's structure. And if I'm making a prediction here, I'm leaning towards Chennai Super Kings. And I'll say this, just like the last time where I backed RCB and Mumbai Indians, and both delivered, I'm going to trust my read again. CSK looks like the more complete side for this matchup. Let's see how that plays out. All right, that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you subscribe to Through the Covers on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram for more updates, clips, and behind-the-scenes content. This is Fred signing off. I'll catch you in the next one.